This is Soap Allure, and it's Annie, and I have an aloe vera soap recipe that I use, and it's a very good soap recipe. I love it, and I am going to post it because I've noticed that there's not a whole lot of recipes out there for aloe vera soap, and so, you know, I figured it's the good Samaritan thing to do. And and a lot of people have been kind of inquisitive about it at market and things like that. And so that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to post it in percentages because you need to go to the soap calculator and work that out yourself, because you may want to add shea butter, cocoa butter. I don't know what you're going to add. So you need to go to your lye calculator and use the percentages I'm going to give, and figure it out like that. Now, if you're going to do cold process, I'm going to do hot process method here, but if you're going to do cold process, then you need to add the aloe vera gel / water puree, which is what it is, before it traces. Okay, so you want to melt your oils and add your lye first, okay, and kind of get it mixed together. You know, use your, if you're using extra virgin, you know it's going to take you a little longer to go to trace. If you're using pumice, you know it's going to trace fairly quickly. So you already know, based on what type of olive oil you use, should you put olive oil in your soap recipe, which I think more than likely you probably will. You're going to know about how long it's going to take to get to trace. So, having said that, make sure that you add your aloe vera gel before you go into trace. Now let me show you what I use. I use Fruit of the Earth products for that, and this is my aloe vera juice. Now I do hot process and I add my aloe vera juice at the end. Okay, so but on this particular recipe I'm not dividing my water up, so it's not going to seize. It shouldn't seize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my protective gear on. I'm going to add my lye, and after it gets to a certain point to where I feel it's reached the Vaseline stage, then I'll show y'all at what point I add my aloe vera for hot process. Okay? Alright, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to try to get this as close as y'all can see it. There we go. Now, I've got my protective gear off, of course, and all my caustic lye is put away. Anything dangerous now is out of the area, and that's how it should be. So remember that when you get through dealing with your lye and you've already mixed it, get rid of it, get it out of the area, wash it immediately and all that stuff. So anyway, so that's what we've done at this point. And the oils that I used are coconut, olive oil, refined animal fats, shea butter, and sunflower oil. Now, if I were going to do this and add my aloe vera gel water puree in with my oils, remember to add your lye first, have it well mixed, and before trace, then add your aloe vera gel. But since we're doing hot process, I've added my lye, I brought it to trace, and now I'm going to let it cook for about an hour and let it roll up onto itself. Stir it down, let it roll back up onto itself, and let it get into a Vaseline stage, which for this is a little over a 2-pound batch, so for this I would say that it'd probably take a little over an hour, maybe about an hour and 20 minutes, because I know this crock pot. So when that time comes, then I will show y'all at that point, because y'all already know this process, so I'm not going to bore you with all that. So when I get to that point of to the Vaseline stage, I'll come back and show you how to add your aloe vera and in what amounts. Okay, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, now I have gotten to where my soap has gone into Vaseline stage and it looks good. And right now I've turned off my crock pot, and it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. You know, that's about how long it takes in this crock pot. And so what I'm going to do is let it cool off to around 100 degrees, and I'm going to add spearmint, essential oil, and I'm going to add the aloe vera. So when it gets to be that time, I'll bring you back and we'll see how it's done. Okay, what I've done is I've removed the soap and put it in a sterile, clean bucket. Okay, and this is really used for painting, but I like it because it's cheap and it works well. So I want it to cool off, so I don't want it to sit in the crock pot. So now it's already down to 190, 189, 188, 187. So you can see that it's already gone down quite a bit, because it was 200 degrees and I didn't like that. So I put it in this bucket to cool off faster. This is a half a cup of aloe vera water, and you can ingest it. This is for drinking. So if you can put it in your body, you can make soap with it. General rule. Okay, and this is Crafty Bubbles Spearmint essential oil, which we're going to put in our soap. I've had some requests for spearmint, so we're going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my essential oil first, and then I'm going to add my aloe vera second. Now I have a half a cup here that I'm going to add to this. If I feel it needs more, I might not add another half cup, but I would add probably a fourth. So we'll have to see when we get to that point. So when this cools down to about 100 degrees, then I'll bring you back and we'll finish up our aloe vera soap.